Oh, yeah. If they can make it, just said yes. Just gotta make sure.
Whoa.
I forgot to turn on. Oh, actually, see
Here we go, host.
Yes. Yeah.
I don't know. What?
Anywhere.
It's just gonna be three of us.
Taylor and Nate, they're supposed to be here. Yeah.
I hope they're not late for us.
Yeah, Nathan has another family prior to that. Yeah. Yeah.
Can't be late for depression.
That's not cool. Yes, honestly, yeah, PCD. my
Well,
goodness.
You know, if you're gonna cry in a shower and you want hot water, and it takes a while for hot water to come in, you're gonna be late.
I cry exclusively in a lukewarm shower.
Yeah, definitely wanted to share also, pretty much share our thoughts about trying to get over having so much had fun with the con. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Good.
I have to start recording my.
Oh yeah, my gimbal.
Oh, that's nice.
I brought it because I was thinking of getting some footage of the con for Bronius React Live. Actually, right after this panel, do you want to record something?
Yeah,
Think the idea is we start with a close up my face to connect with the shot where I say, I miss those days when I go to conventions. Jump cut to that, and match cut, and then cuts a wide. Just the two of us, like, how are you feeling? And something like dead. And then we turn to Cole and says like, I think Cole is dead. I don't know if we can. Nothing.
in the screen.
No,
Absolutely not.
That's the last one.
Yeah.
It's the last round of the room. But yeah.
You feel even more empty and dead.
I was actually thinking of getting to the lobby, so to have a nice
Okay.
shot with some background elements.
Yeah.
I was actually hoping to record a video about how to run panels, but I'm gonna do that at Everfreeze.
How to run panels.
Everfreeze before conference.
Yeah.
So.
Like running in a panel itself.
And the whole idea is mostly just like all the things that could go wrong, and then I list a couple of things that go wrong.
Oh yeah. I think we did that at one.
Yeah, but I think something more visual would be really cool.
Yeah. Visually.
Like, what's the thing that went the wrongest for you at the convention during the panel you ran?
Oh yeah, trying to prepare. But that's the thing, I'm preparing and trying to get like yeah. I think I was actually just prepared. It's just prepared. Like, you're very, very ready.
That's true.
Yeah, that happened to me like with the other panels. Right?
One thing that happened to me at BronyCon 2013, the HDMI cable for the projector was too short to reach the table, so I just had to run back and forth. And it turns out I barely went through a third of my slideshow. It was pretty bad. There was when the phone with I think you were there as it's not the year that you were playing it. It was the first year I actually tried it. With
Revolution by Earth?
no, before that with why am I blanking out on her? She's
Tina?
no, before that.
Was it me?
No, she draws a lot of art, a lot of meme art, but not Muzo.
Well, okay, yeah, pretty much 3 minutes, so we can get started with the PC panel. Yep.
We can start the depression now.
Oh, no, yeah.
If you look under your seats. Deep breaths. Everyone.
Reading exercise.
But yeah, how's everybody's BABSCon going so far?
Awesome!
Nice.
My dad's here instead of my mom. My mom has to work.
Oh,
Hi, Dad.
Hi.
Thanks for coming.
My dad wouldn't go to a pony convention. Well, he tried because I was kind of forced to go with him. And he still thinks it's called The Little Pony.
The one, the single.
The little pony, the little pony.
We just point and scream at the horse until it screams and runs away.
I was the reason why was that I was at getting a new smartphone, and I'm part of the family plan. So, and the thing is that he wanted to brag about the fact that I had some online, I was known online. So he tells that to the lady who is working the kiosk. And I'm thinking like, I'm not the one bringing that up. He brought that up. And thinking like, Dad, shut up. Let me embarrass myself. And then I had to show my stuff.
I'm Krusty the Clown. Give me free car.
I love the Simpsons.
I hope she was paid well enough to deal with my bullshit.
Parents are always embarrassed.
Yeah, but my dad embarrasses me in different ways than my mom. Like my mom, we went to Comic-Con. She went to the Star Trek panel. I found out when I was still a baby, she dressed me up as Data, and she dressed up as a 7 of 9. There's probably photos of it. It's the wholesome kind of embarrassment. It's not the same.
It's part of the Minty Root expose coming out next year.
Yep, I'm gonna expose my mom, who's also on Blue Sky right now. Also, I'm like 50% sure she actually named me after a Star Trek character, so.
Hello, welcome in. We'll get started in just a minute for a 30-minute panel.
Speed run.
Speed run. We're speed running the depression.
We have to talk twice as fast.
Yep.
Yes.
I'm gonna ask help from rappers.
I think they're all already gone to the
Okay. Yeah, I listened to those word panelists, not sure where they are, but yeah, supposed to be.
Oh, hey, it's a blue horse.
Blue horse.
Hey.
I love those.
Yeah.
Hi, blue horse.
I thought you were the expert of recognizing blue horses, and now I'm the one pointing them to you.
I need some help. It's Sunday.
That is fair. Sunday is rough.
Yeah. Anyways.
Why is Sunday rough?
Sunday.
Sunday.
I don't want my friends to go home. Yeah, but anyways, well, hello, welcome to this short 30-minute panel called Coping with PCD, which is post-con depression. So yeah, it's pretty much a discussion panel, or pretty much you guys you're giving us our thoughts and stories for pretty much very quick since of the time run. Yeah. Questions?
Alright, I would just say for me, the last PonyCon convention I went to was this mountain, which was about 7 years ago. So I've been on 7 years ago Pony convention.
Welcome back.
Coming to this one, it had the exact same feel as I remember when I went to all my conventions. Friendly, kind, sweet, everyone's always wanting help, and no one has to be worried about someone taking stuff or like that. Everyone's trying their hardest to make everyone happy.
Yes.
I remember during COVID, there's a feel like I had the sense of dread of just no PonyCons ever again. And I remember HarmonyCon right after, just the idea of going to a convention right after, which was pretty ironic because the one before that was HarmonyCon 2020. Right before COVID, like they were asking me like, did you go to China right before? I didn't realize it was foreshadowing. And I was thinking like, the idea of living without pony conventions was rough. And I remember it was just a practice run. There was a mini Comic-Con that they did just as a market and a couple of events right before Christmas. And I remember going and thinking like, this is a good practice run to go back to pony conventions, and it got me excited. I felt good about myself for once. And one of the things I keep telling myself whenever I go to a convention near the end is, let's plan for the next one. So what's your next one?
Yes. What is my next one?
Yeah.
Well, after this, oh goodness, I was thinking about going back to TrotCon. TrotCon.
Yeah.
Obviously, I would go back to Everfree. Well, obviously, it's one of the great cons. You should definitely all go to Everfree as well. But yeah, I was hoping to get back to TrotCon, but airline tickets, paying, yes. Hey, there's Nathan. We're waiting.
I'm sorry, I was running another panel and people wanted to say hi.
Oh.
Hi, Nathan.
Oh yeah, our weakness, social interactions.
Yes.
Social interaction, no.
But yeah, I was hoping to do one of those. Hopefully this year. Hello?
I have an easy solution or a simple solution for your airline tickets issue. Just don't use more.
What an idea, what an idea.
Good idea.
Oh my god. I'll write that down. Note to self, buy tickets for Everfree.
Yes.
Well, in my case, I also have to fly to Everfree, and it's the longest distance I have to fly. The layover is 7 hours long. Sometimes it's in the middle of the night. It's horrible. But it's so damn worth it for those memories. And I'm very excited because for the first time ever, there's a pony convention that's going to be 4 hours away from me driving. Artswarming Club. Artswarming Club. It's pretty interesting because the Heartswarming Club is going to be a bit different. It's going to be smarter as a con. I don't know if they're going to have guests from the show, but it's a lot of bronies. It's a lot of people I'm very excited for. And you know what else doesn't have the people from the show but has a lot of bronies? I'm going to get a lot of enemies for that, but furry conventions.
Yes.
If you have a local furry convention, apply to run a brony meetup. And then they're going to probably send you a message saying like, oh, someone else is running a brony meetup. Do you want to help him? And then you realize like, yes, there's other bronies.
Yeah, I ran into that with the Utah Furry Convention too. A lot of brony vendors here went there too.
Yeah, and furry, we hate thinking of the idea that, that bronies are furries, at least some of us. But furries are our friends. It's good to have that relationship. It's the
Furries
important.
are friends, not food.
Well,
Friends, not food.
I was thinking about that because when you go to a furry convention, they
No,
have.
I don't.
You don't? Okay.
Tell me about it, Mitzi.
Okay, so I went to Fernal Equinox, and one of the things that they have every single year is that the hotel restaurant has a custom menu for the furry convention.
I didn't even realize that.
But the thing is that if you make it themed after the con, you might have some weird ideas.
What's the chicken made of?
Well, that's
Minty, what's the chicken made of?
exactly. But it's even worse. Last year, the theme was under the sea. They didn't change the menu; they just changed the names. They didn't have any fish.
There's no seafood.
There was no
We're
seafood.
under the sea themed convention.
So the chicken wings that were renamed to the Kraken wings, and I don't remember at the top of my head the rest, but all of that were really, really, really. Oh, there was a pomme de la mer as that was basically just French fries and gravy.
At least they tried.
No, not even poutine. They have poutine as a separate thing, but they tried to make a play on pomme de terre, which is the French word for fries, or the fancy word for fries, or for potatoes. So, I don't know, I just keep thinking about that, just thinking like, they tried, and that's the matter.
So your advice for PCD is to go to furry conventions
Yeah.
instead.
Well, not instead.
Well,
As an addition.
In between.
Yeah. I went to Fernal Equinox twice. It has the one thing I've been told, and I can attest to that. It has the feel of early brony conventions. It has that homely feel.
Yes. Yeah, I wanted to share my quick thoughts about how I went through for pretty much going to every conventions, especially going around and hanging out with my friends. Because yes, obviously when you want to go to convention, yes, you want to reunite or pretty much see your one of your closest friends you've been waiting for. Yeah, I think I remembered that one time, that one PCD that kind of hit me so hard was back when I was in Mayor Fair last year. Yeah, Mayors. Yeah, it's just at that moment when I finally met my BFF to where I actually it's just the part when you want to hang out a lot, you want to keep staying connected, you don't want to let go of being like because you want to be there for them mostly. Yeah, I remember that time when we had to go back home to our after our convention.
Or real lives? Oh
Yes.
God.
The real lives. The part that can also hurt is just long distance friendship, people you're far away from. But yeah, I was able to manage to go through that. I just keep connecting, keep on talking, and of course, because I always go on VR or VR chat, which is a platform, which I usually do. Actually, on VR and hanging out with them in actual reality or virtual reality does make it feel like it's real, and you want to keep staying connected, even if you're all far from distance, especially after going home from a con. So I always want to stay connected using that because I want to get that feeling back, like they're still there for me, even if they're away, far away after going back home. Yeah, that really hit me so hard because I didn't want to miss the con and miss my friends so much, knowing I'm going back home and back to reality. Yeah. So yeah.
So my advice would be check out some of those content creators that you follow and you see at the cons. In between conventions, they're doing stuff. They're online. They stream. We've got Twitch streamers. They're streaming all the time, and you'll find your community there if you can't, travel, because that's not super practical for everyone. Money, time, all that stuff. But you get a little bit of that feeling that everyone's still around. Everyone's back where they were, but you can kind of gather a little bit and find their community there if in between the conventions.
Yes, like working on collaborations, especially. Yeah, putting power.
Actually,
Sorry, we got a question from the audience. Go ahead.
Yeah, a conversation that I found it was hard to get started was like kind of like first timer FOMO. Just like, when you go around and you see a lot of people that are like, they've been to like tons of conventions, not just BABSCon, but like a bunch of Everfrees, whatever. And especially for me, someone who's like, it's not only my first BABSCon, but it's like my first convention. It's kind of like hard to
Congratulations.
It's just like really hard to, like get into that kind of thing. But I don't know. I just felt kind of sad that it was the last BABSCon because I had a really good time.
I understand. With that being said, I've got a panel for you that you might want to be interested in. Did you make friends? 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. in the featured convention, which is Santa will CDE right behind us. Just in case you're interested, I know the guy running that, PFA, she's a community guest here. And there's going to be a whole group of people there, they're all trying to socialize and make friends. And hopefully, you all can make good friends today. Now, actually, I wanted to jump in on something real quick, if that's okay.
yeah.
Okay, let's be honest. PCD, it hits everyone in different ways. One approach that works for one person may not work for another person. And the thing is, it took me so long, and I still don't have an answer to the question of how I deal with PCD the best. You gotta there's a lot of figuring things out, there's a lot of trying to navigate your way through how do I best work through this. Sometimes the answer's together, sometimes the answer's separate. Everyone's different. Every approach is different. You just heard 3 different approaches from 3 different people. Honestly, I hope that you all have a wonderful convention. I hope that you had fun. I hope that you make friends, and I hope that the PCD avoids you for as long as it can, unlike certain things. You had a question in the back?
Oh, I just want to say, like for me, I actually discovered this show and fandom through a documentary on Netflix. I didn't even know any bronies. And one of the main things I've learned from this is my 9th, 20th convention overall, is just to like open yourself up to entertainment that you'd be on the fence about. Because if any of us didn't jump over that fence, we wouldn't be here today. Mm-hmm. And then there are other conventions, and people have different passions. A lot of times there are bronies that have passions for like video games or board games, card games, and there are other conventions for that. And a lot of the greatness of like, making friends and discovering things you're passionate about and content creating and supporting vendors and being a vendor are also at other conventions too. And it's great to continue to support pony conventions, but also pursue other things they're interested in too. And then, everybody's got to every day or every day that go through, but as you're going through it, plan to think ahead and keep your eyes on the prize. Like, oh, okay, this anime convention is coming up, or this video games convention is coming up. And then I've even found too, like I live in Sacramento, there's a SAC anime convention, and the Pony voice actors, they do things after the Pony conventions, like Tara Strong was at SAC anime, she was doing this minutes for the Loki TV show, and then Maurice Lamar, who does a Chance for Nese, was at like a local convention, and the singing voice of Pink Pie was at a local convention. And so other things tie into it too, like, because Pony is not just a bubble into itself. And a lot of the goodness that's here is out there to your other interests through both the internet and local conventions. And there's even local conventions I didn't even know about that local bronies told me about. Like, hey, did you know there's this classic video game convention? Did you know there's an anime convention? And stuff. So keep your mind open to entertainment that you might be on the fence about, and then put yourself out there to other conventions too, other things you're interested in.
Right, absolutely. We have one right here.
Something I noticed, and I know we had talked about FOMO before, but I'm at,
Hang that.
Oh, you're tired.
It's gotta go get Advil.
True.
Oh.
Relatable. Drugs. That helps too. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, it's okay. So the weird experience for me is that I've come to find that FOMO isn't that bad. Because recently, I heard about Burning Man last night, and they said, what's this thing? Mystery Skulls was there, and I was like, oh, yeah, I should have done it. And I remember, wait a minute, when I was there, I met a person that I never met before, and we were talking, we had a great conversation, we were having fun. So honestly, maybe the best cure for FOMO is trying to find fun things to do anyway. Just try to, you can't do everything, but at least try to do the things that you can. That's how I look at it, really try to.
Yeah.
You were raising your hand earlier.
Yeah, so I actually have a broader question regarding PCD. So with the last G4 episode airing out nearly 6 years ago.
Oh my God.
I know the answer.
Yeah, so like one of the things that personally that affects me the most, and not just regarding the cons themselves, is that how do you guys deal with this sense of warning that you get as we get further and further away from the end of a series, and not everybody migrates over to G5, the community is actively shrinking, as we saw with the post-pandemic attendance. And so, what are your guys' strategies or advice for those who are mourning this sense of loss? Because even after this con is over, even if we go to other cons, it's not going to feel the same because it's not specifically dedicated to this particular fandom.
I wouldn't be so scared about that. And the one example I can give of a fandom that had to deal with that exact same deal, the Star Trek fans. Back in 76 and 77, 66, 67, they basically just had a show with 2 seasons and a half, an animated show that everybody forgot about. The movies were not there. I remember it was New York Star Trek 1976 that ended up being a disaster because they had just too many people that showed up. And it's interesting too because it got popular because it got into syndication. MLP is on Tubi right now. It's free. You can just go tell people like, go watch it for free now.
It's on Tubu.
Yes.
It's on Hulu. TV. It's on Poob. Yeah, it's Poob. It's literally on Poob, guys.
And if they manage to get through and they're still a thing now, especially the ones that are fans of the original series, back in the days, like my mom, who's a massive fan, if they got through this, we can too.
Yes.
We have to share with people. Remember back the days where we were very, very, very loud and cringe?
Yeah.
Let's be that, but slightly more careful.
Yeah.
Let's be.
I was just saying, I don't think we've changed that much.
Well, we're a bit more shy. Like I'm hiding my Luna wallet. I'm thinking like I'm in the animation industry. People know I'm a big nerd already. What's the point of hiding it? I can recommend people, go watch an episode or 2. You're gonna have a good time. It's free. What are you gonna waste? 44 minutes for 2 episodes? Have a good time. And maybe you're gonna go to another Brony convention. You're gonna have a blast. And how many people? We have one example of just someone who was his first convention.
Yes.
It was your first convention. There's new people coming in. We need more people coming in because, some people might leave because, life has those things. Bring more people. how many people just came into the party. And I thought, like back at BronyCon 2013, I thought it was late to the game. And there was already talks of people saying, oh yeah, this guy, he's already leaving the fandom. It's over. In 2013, we were doomers back in 2013. And now we're still here.
We're still here.
Yes. Anyways, I saw your hand raising earlier. You want to interact with the company?
I'm here to give some advice. That doesn't work for me, but I hope it works for somebody else.
Yeah.
Drawing. So
Yep.
instead of just keeping the memories in your head,
Yeah.
why not put them on the paper?
Make stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
Drawings. Yes. Yeah, that part also hits me with drawings one time. Yeah.
So, do you think that in the future there might be more brony conventions in California?
I've heard rumors. I think part of the thing is it's not that California is against Brony conventions. Like there's so many people just showed up here. It's just that BABSCon had lots of baggage, and I think ending on a proper note is better than trying to, breaking even more bridges.
It's certainly been done before. Texas has had 3 different pony conventions, not sequentially, sort of throughout the pony conventions run in existence. So, not to say it's impossible. Not at all.
Yeah, I think HarmonyCon is actually even growing more than
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Right here.
Oh yeah, so I've come from the UK to be here.
Wow.
Wow.
Thank you for being
My second American convention, so my previous one was 2019 BronyCon.
Yep.
So I'm regular in the European ones, so I like to do Gallagher in Germany and Holland in the Netherlands and the UK ones. And it's just being here, the atmosphere is so different. It's I've kind of caught the bug doing it again. Obviously, it's not something I can do all the time.
Right.
Trying to be on therapist, but when I see it on Twitter, I'm not tweeting things. I might be glad I wish I was there because it wasn't cheap to get here, but it was worth it. So I just hope I can do another American here in the future because it sucks not being here when there's one, but.
What makes it so different? What's the big life change?
Well, I mean, because you go a lot longer, you get 3 days, because the average European one is usually just 2 days long.
Oh.
But here you go like 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning, you have obviously the naughty section at night. And,
So we have worse sleep habits over here. is
Yep.
what I'm saying.
But obviously, I want to go again at some point, so I'm hoping, I'll have to rob a bank or something, but yeah.
In Minecraft.
But it's been a great experience I've had, and hopefully one that isn't the last one, because I've now how we're doing that, so, but thanks for it.
Thank you for being here. You come all the way over here.
All right. Any more questions? Yeah.
The Brony fandom is really special. I'm sure a lot of people here have tried their hand at drawing or writing or anything like that. I know I have. And I think like this level of density of skill and talent, it just can't disappear. There'll always be some kind of a way for it to like self-organize into conventions or things like that. And I'm just kind of very hopeful.
We are the best fandom.
Yep.
I'm an illustrator and I hope to have showcase my art someday.
Yeah.
At an art gallery or fan convention.
Yeah.
Absolutely awesome.
Yeah.
Just adding on to his point, it's not just the creative talents we have, but also the people who help actually, organize the conventions and set up for our nonprofits that, get the actual business that started, the arranging of, hotel rooms, the production of ads and stuff. There's so many really great people who are able to do this stuff and who are willing to do this stuff. Like I just came from the panel here on working back at BABSCon one, and there's so many new people who had said, we really appreciated what everyone has done, and we want to continue this.
Right.
So just as a kind of thing to everybody, if you have even just like a little bit of interest in starting your own meetup, then do it. Like, you don't have to have the biggest, BABSCon or, BronyCon, to get started. Like, there's a lot of more.
Oh, dramatic.
You walked out of front.
Wait,
Mood lighting.
And now I'm depressed.
I can't believe the convention is dead, guys.
Let's all go home.
This is the depression drill.
These fluorescent lights are my only source.
But,
Oh, it's probably synced up with the room next to us.
well, is that them telling us we need to leave? We should have like 5 minutes.
Oh wait,
I don't think it's working.
wait. But anyways,
God damn it, Celestia.
whoa. No, I have light. I'm fine.
Wait! Does anybody know the password for the lights?
I certainly agree with what you said. It takes a village to run these things, and also if you want to get involved, I hear you can start working on pony stuff in between the cons. There's lots of stuff to do, lots of stuff to get prepared for the next one. You don't have to be local to whichever con you're helping out for. There's lots of stuff you can do remotely, so that's always an option for you.
Yep.
I want to kind of compound on that, also compound on what they said about drawing.
Thank you.
Thank you. The button labeled lights controls the lights. That's
Damn.
insane.
I love
How are we
that.
supposed to figure that out? Sorry, go ahead.
So it feels like for me, after every convention, I just get kind of motivated and inspired to just create, and that lasts a couple weeks. And I don't really get PCD. And so I feel like there might be a correlation there. So if you see artists and creators and videos and stuff that inspire you, get creative.
Certainly.
Make stuff. I think it might help.
Yeah.
Yeah, because most people go to the conventions wanting to learn stuff. So like people who are an animator, a writer, or pretty much wanted to share your talent. Yeah, sometimes when you want to come to a convention, you really want to learn all these, learn from one of the community guests of honor, or pretty much one of the vendors, how they're able to get their talents. So yeah, that's another thing why we're mostly all here, just to learn mostly everything. Right?
I think I recognize you from Airfare. You were handing out those cards with your renders on them.
Yeah, one of those calling cards.
Yeah.
That's me.
So like, I know you tried your hand at making cards and stuff like that. None of us have all of us at Brookingshire, right?
Yeah. It's pretty much trying to, pretty much show your creativity. How you're able to see all these calling cards, business cards, or stickers everywhere. You wanted to share what we had at the con. Yeah, definitely wanted to pretty much share everything. Right?
I think it's going to sound rather neat.
Okay.
I'm not sure if it helps, but it will help.
The doctor is in.
What happens if you attend some of the conventions that you end up, if you can get close kind of a PCD and you attend like 7 or 9 conventions a year, that means you're going to kind of create a bit of a loop. How do you break out of that? How do you break out of that?
The doctor's out.
I think once you get to so many conventions, it gets easier. I was looking at it, it's my 43rd convention, and I was looking at it, I've been doing that for over 10 years, and you realize after a while, it's tough ending a convention and going back home, but I know what it's like, I know how to process those emotions, and I know that there's going to be more conventions afterwards. So just the idea that you go to a convention and at the end you get excited for the next one, it keeps going. And there's always a little voice in my head that just tells me there's going to be one last one. and die afterwards. Yeah, no, not the last one. As I'm gonna get tired. Like I plan to go to conventions until my body just prevents me from going to. I have seen people in their 70s going to conventions. They have fun. They also they're not as they don't have the energy we have, but they have fun. And I'm thinking like, if I can keep going to conventions, like that's one of the reasons why. Well, with my job, the one thing I tell myself is I'm getting money to go to more conventions. And it's probably not very good financial advice, I will admit.
That's okay. We're not here for financial advice.
If I want
emotional support.
If I wanted to make money in life, I would have selected a different job. I wanted to have fun in life.
Yes.
Also, I got a car, so.
There are times where you wanted to go to so many conventions, but then realize you have another thing in your thought. Is trying to take care of yourself and pretty much be on your trying to pretty much save, depending on how much you pretty much have. So yeah, I wouldn't just pretty much I would not always have to empty my wallet all the time just for conventions. Sometimes you want to try to get back your motivation or try to get yourself mentally better. Actually, everything.
I know after having been to so many conventions, after a while you kind of get into the rhythm of doing things a certain way at every con. But if you tunnel vision a little bit, if you open up your scope a little further, you can see stuff at these conventions that, maybe you're not used to doing. Maybe that can ignite a new passion for you. Maybe that can start you down a new avenue that you haven't really thought about before. Meet new people, and maybe do find the renewed interest and the renewed excitement in something that you weren't thinking about before, just because maybe you tried something new and kind of got out of the funk of doing the time loop, like you said. So maybe that could help.
I can do a little more questions. Those are.
What are they gonna do? Kick us out?
I thought California was a tolerant state and for everything, even brony conventions.
Yeah, it's also expensive.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Money.
And honestly, this is the reason why I was able to get to this con, because this was literally my first ever con I ever attended was obviously this convention. Like, obviously this convention, BABSCon 2022. Because I literally live 1 hour away from this house. I was like, oh wait, there's a con here. Why not try to give it a try? And then that kind of really got me motivated to keep attending more conventions and pretty much try all the best you can help out for all the attendees and everything.
Oh, so you can be the representative for the entire state of California. You can explain to us all the stuff about California.
Well, of course, because it's California.
Too hot.
Too hot. In the summer.
Too hot.
Too hot?
Too hot.
It's been okay.
Hot in San Francisco? In San Francisco?
Wait until you hear about Florida.
Depends on where you live.
Right.
In Central California, it's a dry heat.
San Francisco's like 50 to 70 on 365 days a year.
Can I have it in that free
I've never had any complaints about weather until I went to Britain.
Oh.
Everything's relative.
Yep.
Yes. I can still do more questions. Go ahead, if you have any.
Oh, I can actually bring up another aspect of PCD that's exclusive to some people flying from different places. HarmonyCon, it's always the end of January or beginning of February.
Yeah.
Returning home and realizing, oh yeah, there's still snow in Montreal. This hurts at a different level.
If you're flying home, I love to play the game of, did you just come from the con? Are they still wearing the lanyards? Do they have the pony stuff on while you're walking around the airport? And you say, okay, real, recognize real. I see you.
It's always nice seeing someone who went to the con who recognizes you from your shirts.
Yeah.
Those not soon on the same flight back.
Yeah. You both carry your plushies out in your lap.
Actually, that happened to me with Duo Cartoonist.
Real doesn't recognize real. Okay.
Yep.
Wow.
Found out that Richard was living in Ontario, so we were pretty much in the same flight.
Well, how about that?
That was fun.
As an aside, I heard a statistic that everyone can remember about 150 different faces and names.
Wow.
Dunbar's number or something like that. It's not 200. 200. I wonder how much of those faces and names are devoted to people we see at the podium conventions.
That's true.
Yeah.
I think I've forgotten my real life, like, non-pony friends now. I've met so many people here. I had to kick them out. I don't have enough storage space up here.
Sorry, I found better.
You've been replaced. You're not into horses.
Yeah, we have like, 2 more questions and we can wrap up.
Could be at anything now.
Yeah.
Free game. Free reign.
And I just want to point out, this isn't as so much of the question, but just as a little bit of encouragement to everybody. Like, yes, conventions are expensive. Like, regardless of where you go, they're going to be expensive. And yes, in California, they're more expensive. However, don't let that discourage you from, never attending or never trying to start one of your own. Like, there are various ways to get those funds there. Some of which are better than others, are more reliable. Actually, another thing that some of the panels I go to talked about when we were talking about starting your own conventions, like the different models and stuff in which you can get funds. But as I said earlier, we use the competitors to start as a small meetup from whatever you fund. Maybe try and get people from a few other counties to pool a little bit of money together.
I think there was even a panel at this con about how to run a pony convention, right? That was kind of. Did they have a panel for how to run a pony convention?
Yes,
back?
actually. I believe that was on Saturday.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds all like very good advice.
Yeah.
What I really need is a panel how not to run a pony convention.
Well,
not to do. How not. Anyways.
It's like Unicon.
Oh,
Lessons in what not to do.
Las Vegas.
Yes.
Yeah, I was gonna mention, like, there's a possibility that there are 2 different types of California pony cons that are in the works. There are rumors of Orange County might be building up, but San Diego might be reviving considered pony con.
Oh.
Wow. We haven't given up on it.
Yeah. I'm excited.
I've been the staff with the group since the start of the con. I've been a staff of them as one of the artists, and we already have a goal of how much we got to raise to revive it. So we have been learning a lot of what we could do, what not to do, and since there's been a lot of demand from my friends that they want to see it come back. It was awarded as one of the fastest growing pony conventions. So, wow, bring back a con in America's finest city. So,
Yes. All right.
Give it for donations. We need it.
Yes. Anyways, definitely have. I think we can end here. Thank you so much for coming by to this Coping with PCD Post-Con Depression.
We hope we cured your depression. Just don't be sad.
I can say is I hope you all enjoy the rest of your BABSCon, and I hope you all have a safe flight back home. And